introduction of Macbeth.
What bloody man is this? He can report as soon as we're revolt the next stage.
This is the sergeant who, like a good and hearty soldier, fought against my captivity. Hail, brave friend. Say to the king the knowledge of the broil as thou didst leave it.
The merciless Macdonald, worthy to be a rebel, for to that the multiplying villainies of nature do swarm upon him. From the western isles of kerns and gallow glasses is supplied. But all's too weak, for brave Macbeth, disdaining fortune, with his brandished steel which smoked with bloody execution, like valor's minion carved out his passage till he faced the slave, which ne'er shook hands nor bade farewell to him, till he unseamed him from the nave to the chaps, and fixed his head upon our battlements.
Oh, valiant cousin, worthy gentleman.
Mark, King of Scotland, Mark, no sooner justice had with valor armed, and held these skipping kerns to trust their heels, than the Norwegian lord, surveying vantage, with furbished arms and new supplies of men, began a fresh assault.
Dismayed not this our captains, Macbeth and Banquo?
As sparrows, eagles, or the hare or lion. If I say sooth, I must report they were as cannons overcharged with double cracks. So they doubly redoubled strokes upon the bow. But I am faint. My dashes cry for help.
So well thy words become thee as thy wounds. They smack of honor both. Go, get him surgeons. Who comes here?
The worthy Thane of Ross.
What a haste looks through his eyes. So should he look that seems to speak things strange.
God save the king.
Whence camest thou, worthy Thane?
From Fife, great king, Norway himself with terrible numbers, assisted by the most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Cawdor, began a dismal conflict, point against point rebellious, arm against arm, curbing his lavish spirits, and, to conclude, the victory fell on us.
Yes! Great happiness! No longer that Thane of Cawdor shall deceive our bosom interests. Go pronounce his present death, and with his former title, greet Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
What he hath lost, noble Macbeth hath won.
Where hast thou been, sister? Killing swine. A sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap, and munched and munched and munched. Give me, quoth I, ere thee witch, the rug-fed runyon cries. Her husband's to Aleppo gone, master o' the town. But in a sieve I'll thither sail, and like a rat without a tail, I'll do, and I'll do. I'll do thee away. I myself have all the other, and the very ports they blow, all the quarters that they know. sleep shall neither night nor day hang upon his penthouse gate. He shall live a man for good. Weary nights 9 times 9 shall he dwindle peak and pine. Though his body cannot be lost, yet it shall be tempest. Look what I have.
Show me, show me.
Here I have a pilot's thumb, wrecked his homeward he did come.
A drum, that's the drum.
The weird sisters hand in hand, posters of the sea and land. Thus do go about, thrice to thine and thrice to mine, thrice again to make up 9. Peace, the charms wound up.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen.
What are these? So withered and so wild and they're tired. They look not like the inhabitants of the earth, yet are on it. Leave me. Or you ought to make a question. You seem to understand me, but each at once your chubby finger lying upon your skinny lips.
Speak, if you can. What are you?
All hail Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of Glamis.
All hail Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor.
All hail Macbeth. Thou shalt be king hereafter.
Good sir, why do you start and seem to fear things that do sound so fair? In the name of truth, I ye fantastical. My noble partner, you greet with present grace and great prediction of noble having and royal hope that he seems wrapped withal. To me you speak not. If you can look into the seeds of time and say which grain will grow and which will not, speak to me. Neither begs nor fear your favors nor your hate.
Hail, 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 lesser than Macbeth and greater.
Not so happy, yet much happier.
Thou shalt be king, so thou be done. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo. Banquo and Macbeth all hail.
Stay, you perfect speakers. Tell me more. By Sybil's death, I know I am Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives, a prosperous gentleman, and be king stands not within the prospect of belief. Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence, or why upon this blasted heath you stop our way with such prophetic greeting. Speak, I charge you.
The earth hath bubbles as the water has, and these are of them. Whither are they vanished?
Into the air, and what seemed corporal melted his breath into the wind. Would that they had stayed.
Are such things here as we do speak about, or have we eaten on the insane root that takes the reason prisoner?
Your children shall be kings,
You shall be king.
and Thane of Cawdor too. When it not so?
To the self-same tune and words. Who's there?
The king hath happily received Macbeth, the news of thy success, and when he reads thy personal venture in the rebels' flight, nothing of of what thyself didst make. Strange images of death, as thick as hail, came close to close, and everyone did bear thy praises in his kingdom's great defense, and poured them down before him.
We are sent to give thee from our royal master thanks, only to herald thee into his sight.
And, for an earnest of greater honor, he bade me call thee Thane of Cawdor, in addition which, hail, most worthy Thane.
What? Can the devil speak true?
The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
Whether he was combined with those of Norway, or did line the rebel with any health advantage, I know not. But treason's capture, confessed and proved, have overthrown him.
Moms, and Thane of Cawdor. The greatest is behind, thanks to your pains. Do you not hope your children shall be kings, when those that gave the Thane of Cawdor to me promised no less to them?
But 'tis strange, not the times, to win us to our arms. The instruments of darkness tell its truce, win us with honest trifles, and betray us in dark and deepest consequence. Cousins, a word, I pray you.
Two truths are told, as happy prologues to the swelling act of the imperial faith. I thank you, Judge. This supernatural soliciting cannot be ill, cannot be good. If ill, why hath it given me earnest of success, commencing in a truth? I am Thane of Cawdor. If good, why do I yield to that suggestion, whose horrid image doth unfix my hair, and make my seated heart knock at my ribs against the use of nature? Present fears are less than horrible imaginings.
Look how our partner's wrapped.
If chance would have me king, why, chance may crown me without my stir. Come what come may, time and the hour runs through the roughest day.
Word, Macbeth. We stay upon your leisure.
But give me your finger. My dull brain was run and things forgotten. Let us towards the camp. Think on what hath chanced, and at more time, the interim having waited, let us speak our free hearts each to other.
Very gladly.
Till then, enough. Come, friend.
Is execution done on Cawdor? Are not those in commission yet returned?
My liege, they are not yet come back, but I have spoke to one that saw him die, who did report that very frankly he confessed his treasons. Nothing in his life became him, like believing it.
There's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. My worthiest cousin, the sin of my ingratitude even now is weighing on me. Would that much less deserve that the proportion both of thanks and of payment might have been mine. Only I have less to say. More as I do than more than all can pay.
The service and the loyalty I owe in doing it pays itself. Your Highness's march is to receive our duties, and our duties are to your throne and state, children and servants, which do but what they should, in doing everything safe towards your love and honor.
Welcome, Henry. I've begun to plant thee and will labor to make thee full of growing. Noblest Banquo, that no less deserved nor should be known, no less to have done so. Let me enfold thee and hold thee to my heart.
Better if I grow. The harvest is your own.
My plenteous joys, wanton in fullness, seek to hide themselves in drops of sorrow. Sons, kinsmen, thanes, and all you whose places are nearest, know that we will establish our estate on our eldest, Malcolm, who we name her after, Prince of Cumberland. Which honor must not unaccompanied invest him only, but signs of nobleness, like stars, shall shine on all deservers. From hence to Inverness, and bind us further to you.
I'll be myself the harbinger, and make joyful the curate of my worth and your reproach. So humbly, take my leave.
My worthy Cawdor.
The Prince of Cumberland. That is a step on which I must fall down, or else, or leap, for in my way it lies. Stars, hide your fires. Let not light see my black and deep desires.
True noble Banquo, he is full so valiant, and in his commendations I am fed. It is a banquet to me. Let us after him, whose care has gone before to bid us welcome. It is a peerless kinsman.
They met me in the day of success, and I have learned by the perfectest report they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burned in desire to question them further, they made themselves air into which they vanished. Whilst I stood wrapped in the wonder of it, came missives from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor, by which title before these weird sisters saluted and referred me to the coming on of time with, Hail, King that shalt be? This have I thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightest not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is promised thee. Lay it to thy heart and farewell. Glamis thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised, yet I do fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. What thou wouldst highly, that wouldst thou holily, wouldst not play false, and yet wouldst strongly win. Thou'dst have great Glamis, that which cries, thus thou must do if thou have it, and that which rather thou dost fear to do, than wishest should be undone. Hie thee hither, that I may pour my spirits in thine ear, and chastise with the valor of my tongue all that impedes thee from the golden round, which fate and metaphysical aid doth seem to have thee crowned withal. What is your tidings?
The king comes here tonight.
Thou art mad to say it. Is not thy master with him, who, were it so, would have informed for preparation?
So please you, it is true. Our Thane is coming. One of my fellows who had the speed of him, who, almost dead for breath, had scarcely more than would make up his message.
Give him tending. He brings great news. The raven himself is hoarse, that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex toe top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood, stop up the access and passage to remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come, thick night, and pall me in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold. Great Glaucus, worthy Condor. Greater than both by the all hail hereafter, thy letters have transported me beyond this ignorant present, and I feel now the future in the instant.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
Oh, never shall sun that tomorrow see. Your face, my thane, is as a book where men may read strange matters. To beguile the time, look like the time. Bear welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. He that's coming must be provided for, and you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch.
We will speak further.
Only look up clear. To alter favor ever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me.
This castle has a pleasant seat. Here nimbly and sweetly recommends itself unto our gentle senses.
This guest of summer, the temple haunting monarch has approved, by his love of masonry, but heaven's breath smells woundly here. I have observed, the air is delicate.
See, our honored hostess. The love that swallows us sometimes is our trouble, which we still thank as love. Herein I will teach you how you will bid God build us for your pains and thank us for your troubles.
All our service in every point twice done, and then done double. We're poor in single business to contend against those honors deep and broad, wherewith your majesty loads our house.
Where's the thane of Cawdor? We coursed him at the heels and had a purpose to be his purveyor. But he rides well, and his great love, sharp as a spur, hath holpen to his home before us. Fair and noble hostess, we are your guests tonight.
Your servants ever have theirs themselves, and what is theirs in compt, to make their audit at your highness's pleasure, still to return your own.
Give me a hand. Conduct me to mine host. We love him highly and will continue our graces towards him. By your leave, hostess.
If it were done, when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. If that but this blow might be the be-all and the end-all here. But here, upon this bank and shoal of time, we jump the life to come. He's here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed. Then, as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues shall plead like angels, trumpet-tongued, against the deep damnation it was taking off. And pity, like a naked newborn babe, shall blow the horrid deed in every eye, that tears shall drown the wind. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps itself and falls upon the other. How now? What news?
He is almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Have ye asked for me?
Know you not he has?
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me lately, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which would be worn now in their newest cloths, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since, and wakes it now to look so green and pale at what it did so freely? From this time such, I account thy love. Art thou afeared to be the same in thine own act and valor as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou have that thou esteemest the ornament of life, and live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not wait upon I would?
Prithee, peace! I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man, and to be more than what you were, you would be so much more the man. I have given suck, and know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nickel from his boneless gums and dashed his brains out, had I so sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail,
We fail! But screw your curse to the sticky place and will not fail! When Duncan is asleep, whereto the rather shall his days hard journey soundly invite him, his 2 chamberlains will I, with wine and with sail, so convince that memory, the water of the brain, shall be a fume. And when in swinish sleep their drenched natures lie, as in a death, what cannot you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan? What not put upon his spongy officers, who shall bear the guilt of our great quell?
bring forth many children only. For thy undaunted metal should compose not but males. Will it not be received when we have badged with blood those sleeping children of his own chamber, and use their very daggers that they have done it?
Who dares receive it other, as we shall make our griefs and clamors roar upon his death?
I am settled, and bend up each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away, and mock the time of fair show. False face must hide, false heart doth know.
How goes the night, boy?
The moon is down. I have not heard the clock.
She goes down at 12.
I take him 'tis later, sir.
Forward, take my sword. There's husbandry in heaven when their candles all are out. Oh, take thee that too. A heavy summons lies like lead upon me, and yet I will not sleep. Merciful powers restrain in me the cursed thoughts that gives away to me in repose. Give me my sword. Who's that?
A friend.
What, sir? Not yet at rest? The king's abed. He hath been an unusual pleasure, and sent forth great largesse to your offices. This diamond. You greet your wife with all, by the name of most kind hostesses, and shut out the measureless content.
Being unprepared, our will became the servant to the effect, which else should free of wrong.
All's well. Last night, I dreamt of 3 weird sisters. To you they have shown some truth.
I think not of them. Yet, when we can entreat an hour to serve, we would spend it in some words upon that business, if you would grant the time.
Very gladly.
If you shall please by consent, when 'tis, it shall make honor for you.
So I lose none. In seeking to augment it, and keep my bosom franchise and allegiance clear, I shall be counseled.
Good proposal, what? Go bid thy mistress that, when my drink is ready, she strike upon the bell. Get you to bed. Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle towards my hand? Come, let me question thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not, fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation proceeding from the heat oppressive brain? I see thee yet, in form as palpable as this which now I draw. Thou marshallest me the way that I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes are made of fools. I see thee still, and on thy bladed dudgeon, gouts of blood, which was not so before. There's no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. Now o'er the 1/2 world, nature seems dead, and wicked dreams abuse the curtain of sleep. While as I thresh, He lives. Words to the heat of deeds, too cold breath gives. I go. It is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
That which hath made them drunk hath made me bold. What hath quenched them hath given me fire. Hark! Peace. It was the owl that shrieked, the fatal bellman which gives the sternest good night. He is about it. The doors are open, and the surfeited grooms do mock their charge with snores. I have drugged their possets.
Who's there? Go home.
Alack, I'm afraid they have awaked, and 'tis not done. The attempt and not the deed confounds us. Hark, I laid their daggers ready. He could not miss 'em. Had he not resembled my father as he slept, I'd have done it. My husband.
I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did not you speak?
When?
Now,
As I descended?
I,
Hark! Who lies in the second chamber?
Donalbain?
This is a sorry sight.
A foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
There's one did laugh and sleep, and one cried murder, that they did rape each other. I stood and heard them, but they did say their prayers, and addressed them again to sleep.
There are two lodged together.
One cried, God bless us, and amen the other, as they have seen me with these hangman's hands.
These deeds must not be thought after these ways, so it will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth does murder sleep. The innocent sleep. Sleep that knits up the raveled sleeve of care. Death of each day's life. Sore labor's back. Balm of hurt minds. Great nature's second course. Chief nourisher in life's feast.
What do you mean?
Still a cry. Sleep no more. To all the house. Glamis has murdered sleep. And so Cawdor shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Who was it that thus cried? Why, worthy thane, you do unbend your noble strength to think so brain-sickly of things. Go, get some water, and wash this filthy witness from your hand. Why did you bring these daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go, carry them, and smear the sleepy grooms withal.
I'll go no more. I am afraid to think on what I have done. Look at it again, I dare not.
Infirm of purpose, the sleeping and the dead are but as pictures. 'Tis the eye of childhood that fears the painted devil. If he do bleed, I'll gild the faces of the grooms withal, for it must seem their guilt.
What is that knocking? How is it with me when every noise appalls me? Will all make great Neptune's ocean wash this blood clean from my hand? No, this my hand will rather the multitudinous seas incarnadine, making the green one red.
My hands are of your color, but I shame to wear a heart so white. There's knocking at the south entry. Retire we to our chamber. A little water clears us of this deed. How easy it is then. Your constancy hath left you unattended. Hark, more knocking. Put on your nightgown, lest occasion call us, and show us to be not watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
To know my deed, 'twere best not know myself. Wake knocking with thy knocking. I would thou couldst.
Knock, knock, knock. Oh, yeah. It's the name of Beelzebub. Here's a farmer. Intending so on the exploitation of plenty. Coming time. Knock, knock. Who's there?
gates either scale. Yet the Narc equivocates himself to heaven. Coming time, equivocator. Narc, Narc. What are you? But this place is so cold for hell. I will teleportate no further. I have to start letting some of our profession to go through the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. And on and on. I pray you, remember the border.
Was it so late, friend? Ere you went to bed, that you do lie so late?
Right, sir. We were carousing till the second card and drink. It's great provoke raging.
What 3 things does drink especially provoke?
Marriage, sir. No spanking, light and urine. Lechery, sir. It provokes and unprovoked. It provokes the desire, but takes away the performance. So much drink is said to be an equivocator with lechery. It sets him on, but takes him on. It persuades him, but disheartens him. It lets him stand there, but not yet. Therefore, it equivocates him into a sleep. All light him down, leave him.
I do believe drink gave thee the lie last night.
Yes, sir, it's a very show to me.
Is thy master stirring? Our knocking has awakened him. Here he comes.
Good morrow, noble sir.
Good morrow.
Is the king stirring, worthy thane?
Not yet.
He did command me to call timely on him. I've almost slipped the hour.
I'll bring you to him.
I know this is a joyful trouble to you, but yet 'tis one.
The labor we delight in physics pay. This is the door.
I'll make so bold to call, for 'tis my limited service.
Goes the king hence today?
He does. He did appoint, sir.
The night has been unruly. Where we lay, our chimneys were blown down, and as they say, lamentings heard in the air, strange screams of death, and prophesying with accents terrible. Some say the earth was feverish and did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
My young members cannot parallel a fellow to it.
Oh, horror! 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 Tongue nor heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Most sacrilegious murder hath broke ope the Lord's anointed temple, and stole thence the life of the building.
What do you say? The wife?
Mean you his majesty?
Approach the chamber, and do not bid me speak. See, and then speak yourselves. Awake! Awake! Ring the alarm bell! Murder and treason! Banquo and Donald Bay! Malcolm! Awake! Shake off this downy sleep! Death counterfeits, and look on death itself! Up! Up! And see the great doom's image! Malcolm! Banquo! Ring the bell!
What's the business that such a hideous trumpet calls to parlay the sleepers of this house? Speak! Speak!
Oh, gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I can speak, for repetition in a woman's ear would murder as it fell.
Oh, Banquo! Banquo! Our royal master's murdered!
Woe, alas, what? In our house?
Do go anywhere. Dear God, I pray thee, contradict thyself. Say it is not so.
And I would die an hour before this chance. I had lived a blessed time. For, from this instant, there's nothing serious in mortality. All is but toys. Renown and grace is dead.
What is amiss?
You are, and do not know it. The spring, the head, the fountain of your blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
Your royal father's murdered.
What? By whom?
Those of his chamber, as it seemed, had done it. Their hands and faces were in baths of blood, so were their daggers, which unwiped we found upon their pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life was to be trusted with them.
Oh, yet do I repent me of my fury, that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who can be wise, amazed, temperate and furious, loyal and neutral in a moment? No man. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood. There, his murderers, steeped in the colors of their trade, their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who could refrain that had a heart to love, and in that heart, courage to make his love known?
Help me hence! Help!
Look to the lady!
I would hold our tongues, and most may claim this argument for hours.
What should be spoken here whereof they may rush to seize us? Let's away, our tears are not yet brewed.
Nor our strong sorrow on the foot of motion.
Look to the lady, and when we have our naked frailties hid, that suffer an exposure, let us meet, and question this most bloody peace to no one further. Fears and scruples shake us. In the great hand of God I stand, and thence, against his undivulged pretense, I fight of treasonous malice.
And so do I.
So all.
Let's briefly put on manly readiness, and meet in the hall together.
Well contented.
What will you do? Let not consort with them. To show an unfelt sorrow is an office which the false man does easily. All to England.
To Ireland I, our separate fortune, shall keep us both the safer where we are. There's daggers in my smiles, the near in blood, the nearer bloody.
This murderous shaft that shot has not yet lighted, and our safest way is to avoid the aim. Therefore, to horse, and let us not be dainty of leave-taking, but shift away. There's warrant in that theft which steals itself when there's no mercy left.
Threescore and 10 I can remember well. Within the volume of such time I have seen hours dreadful, things strange. But this sore night hath trifled former knowings.
Ah, good father, thou seest the heavens as troubled with man's act. Threaten his bloody stage. By the clock, 'tis day, yet darkness is the face of earth and tomb.
'Tis unnatural, even like the deed that's done. On Tuesday last, a falcon, towering in her pride of place, was by a mousing owl hawked at and killed.
King Duncan's horses, beauteous and swift, turned wild in nature, broke their stalls, flung out, contending against obedience, as they would make war with mankind.
'Tis said they eat each other.
They did so, to the amazement of mine eyes that looked upon them. Here comes the good Macbeth. How goes the world, sir, now?
Why? See you not?
Is it known who did this more than bloody deed?
Those that Macbeth hath slain.
What good could they pretend?
Gotham and Donalbain, the king's two heirs, are stolen away and fled. This puts upon them suspicion of the deed.
Against nature still? 'Tis most like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
He's already named and gone to Scone to be invested.
Will you to Scone?
No, cousin. I'll home to fight.
Well, I will thither.
Well, may you see all things well done there. Adieu. Lest our old road sit easier than our new.
Farewell, father.
God's benefits go with you, and with those that would make good of bad, and friends of foes.
Thou hast it now, King, Cawdor, Gladness all, as a weird woman promised, and I fear that thou played most folly for it. Yet, it was said, it should not stand in thy prosperity, that myself should be the root and father of many kings. If there come truth from them, as upon thee, Macbeth, their speeches shine, why by the verities of thee made good, may they not be my oracles well, and set me up in hope? But hush, no more.
Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been as a gap in our great feast, and all thing unbecoming.
Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and all request your presence.
Very gladly.
Right, you executive.
Aye, my good lord. As far will fill the time twixt this and supper, could not my horse the better. I must become a borrower of the night for an hour or twain.
Fail not our feast.
I will not.
We here our bloody cousins are bestowed, in England and in Ireland, not confessing their cruel parricide. But of that tomorrow. How your horse? Adieu, till your turn at night. Goes Fleance with you?
Aye, my good lord. Our time does call upon us.
I wish your horses swift and sure of foot, and so commend you to their backs. Farewell. Let every man be master of his time till 7 at night. To make society the sweeter welcome, we will keep ourselves till supper time alone. While then, God be with you. Zero, a word with you. Attend those men our play.
They are, my lord, without the palace gate.
Bring them before us. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. 'Tis much he dares, and to that dauntless temper of his mind, he hath a wisdom that guides his valor to act in safety. There is none but he whose being I do fear, and in him my genius is rebuked, as it is said Mark Antony's was by Caesar. He chid the weird sisters when first they put the name of king upon me, and bade them speak to him. Then, prophet-like, they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown, and put a barren scepter in my gripe, no son of mine succeeding. If it be so, for Banquo's issue have I filed my mind. For them, the gracious Duncan have I murdered. Put rancors in the vessel of my peace to make them kings, the seed of Banquo kings. Rather than so, come fate into the list, and champion me to the others. Who's there? Now go to the door, and say that shall be called. Was it not yesterday that we did speak together?
It was. So please, your highness.
Well then, now if you considered of my speeches, know that it was he that in past time held you so under fortune. Say, thus did Banquo.
You made it known to us.
I did so, and went further, which is now our point of second meeting. Do you find patience so predominant in your nature that you can let this go? Are you so gospel as to pray for this good man and for his issue, whose heavy hand hath bowed you to the grave?
We are men, my liege.
Aye, in the catalogs you go for men. Now, if you have a station in the file, not in the worst rank of manhood, say it, and I will put that business in your bosoms, whose execution takes your enemy off.
I am one, my liege, who the vile buffets and blows of the world are so incensed that I'm reckless what I do despite the world.
And I another, so wary with disasters, tugged with fortune that I would set my lie on any chance, to mend it or be rid on it.
Both of you know Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord.
So is he mine.
We will, my lord, come do whatever you command us.
Though our lives...
Your spirit shine through. Within this hour at most, I will advise you where to set yourselves. Acquaint you with the perfect spy of the time, the moment on it, for it must be done tonight. And something from the palace. And with him, Fleance, his son, who keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me than is his father's, must embrace the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart. I'll come to you anon.
We are resolved, my lord.
I'll call upon you straight. Abide with me. It is concluded. Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
Is Banquo gone from court?
Aye, madam, nor returns again tonight.
Say to the king I would attend his leisure for a few words.
Aye, madam, I will.
Naught had, all spent, where our desire is got without content. that which we destroy, than by destruction dwell in doubtful joy. How now, my lord? Why do you keep alone? Things without remedy should be without regard. What's done is done.
We have but scorched the snake, not killed it. She'll close and be herself, whilst our poor malice remains in danger of her former truth. But let the frame of things disjoint. Both the worlds suffer. Ere we will eat our meal in fear, and sleep in the affliction of these terrible dreams. Duncan is in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well. Treason has done its worst. Nor steel, nor poison, malice domestic, foreign levy, nothing can touch him further.
Come on, gentle, my lord. Sleep o'er your rugged looks, be bright and jovial among our guests tonight.
So shall I love, and so I pray be you. Let your remembrance apply to him. Present him evidence, both with eye and tongue. We make our faces visards to our hearts, disguising what they are.
You must leave this.
Oh, full of scorpions in my mind, dear wife. Thou knowest that Banquo and his flayouts lives.
But in them nature's copies not to turn.
There's comfort yet. They are assailable. Ere the bat has flown his cloistered flight, there shall be done a deed of dreadful note.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck, that thou applaud the deed. Come, ceiling night, scarf up the tender eye of pitiful day, and with thy bloody and invisible hand, cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me pale. Light thickens, and the crow makes wing to the rooky wood. Good things of day begin to droop and drowse, while night's black agents to their prey do rouse. They're marvelous at thy words, but hold thee still. Things bad begun make strong themselves by ill. So prithee, go with me.
But who did this be join with us?
He needs not our mistrust, since he delivers our offices and what we have to do to the direction just.
Then stand with us. The west it glimmers with some streaks of day. Now spurs a lady traveler apace to gain the timely end. And your approach is the subjects of our watch.
Hark, I hear horses.
You select them will not go. Then 'tis he. For the rest that are within the note of expectation are already in the court.
His horses go about.
Almost a mile. He does usually, so all men do. From hence to the palace gate make it their walk.
A light, a light.
'Tis he.
Stand to it.
It will be rain tonight.
Let's come down.
Fly, Leon, fly!
What's not the way?
There's but one down. The sun has fled.
We have lost the best half of our affair.
Well, let's delay and say how much is